Hey guys, Will here, welcome back to the channel. Now I apologise in advance if I'm a little bit overexcited in this video because the honest truth is that I'm extremely excited and happy to be doing this video. So as you can see beside me here, I've got a whole bunch of racing simulator gear. I've got a Fanatec ClubSport Wheel Base version 2.5. I've got the Formula Carbon wheel, the V3 pedals, ClubSport pedals, and also a BMW M3 GT2 wheel beside me here as well. So what we're going to be doing in the next couple of videos on the channel is setting up a PC racing simulator in my living room basically, or in my little study nook that's off the side of the living room anyway. But what I'm going to be doing through the series of videos is basically showing you the difference that gear like this makes over the gear that I currently have, which is basically just a Logitech G27 wheel, so a pretty entry-level wheel sitting on top of a wheel stand pro. So it's just a, it's a prop in front of my computer that I pull out, but the wheel moves around and it's really not an ideal setup. So what I'm going to be doing with this series of videos is unboxing this gear, showing you how it all works, how it all goes together, showing how I set it all up, sort of sharing that experience with you. We're also going to be setting up a next level racing cockpit as well, which I'm really excited about, and that's hopefully going to arrive next week, so we'll be able to get started on those videos. But the aim of this video series is basically to do two things: to have a look at whether this kind of higher end gear actually makes a difference over a cheap steering wheel, whether my lap times actually improve, and what the difference is in the overall experience of, the simulator experience. So, at the moment it's still pretty immersive when you really get into a game with even with the cheap gear, but I want to see how much more immersive it is when we really set it up properly with some nice higher end gear. So this video in particular, we're going to be focusing on the ClubSport Wheel Base version 2.5 specifically. We're going to be unboxing that in this video. We're doing separate unboxing videos for the other gear as well, so that people can find those if they're interested in those specifically. So if you're just here to watch the unboxing, I apologize for the long introduction, but obviously for the people that subscribe to the channel, it's important for them to understand exactly what's going on. So let's get into it, and I wanted to start off just by saying that this isn't a sponsored video in any way. I've paid full retail price for all of the gear that you see beside me right now. Now, the honest truth is I did reach out to Fanatec about 2 months ago now through their website to approach them about doing some sponsored videos, seeing whether I could help them out with doing some instructional videos and some how-to stuff, and I never actually heard back from them. It's been about 2 months since then, and I've tried and tried and tried. I've called them in Germany through their German phone number at the middle of the night here in Australia and not been able to get through. It just goes straight to a voicemail. I've been given the runaround via email as well. I actually did manage to get in contact with somebody in their sales department and asked to be put through to PR. And I don't know whether it's just that they're not interested in doing this or they're inundated with requests from YouTubers wanting to review their gear. So I'm a little bit cranky about that, simply because it would have been nice to have been told, hey, look, sorry, we're not interested, rather than just flat out no response. But at the same time, I understand that they probably get inundated with requests, and to them, I'm just another small YouTuber wanting to get free gear, I guess. So I totally understand that and I respect that. So I'm not gonna talk badly about them, but I just want to make it clear that the experience so far with the brand hasn't been absolutely fantastic in terms of customer support. However, the sales experience was perfectly fine. I placed the order online, the gears arrived within 3 or 4 days or business days, and everything looks well packaged, everything was fine, no damage. These were actually all inside other boxes as well to protect them, but I've taken them out of the original cartons just to show you what the boxes look like inside. So the thing that I'm nervous about is if I do have any problems with the gear, what the customer support experience is going to be like if I'm trying to rectify an issue. So if I need to send stuff back to get replaced or repaired, what exactly is going to happen. But again, because I live in Australia, the experience that I have here trying to deal with a company overseas is going to be very different from the experience that you have if you're somewhere in Europe or America where they've got better representation. The office that they have here in Australia is basically just a sales office and a warehouse. They just hold some stock there. There's no phone number that you can call the office on or anything like that. So that would all contribute to the reasons why I've had a bit of trouble getting in contact with them. But anyway, let's get stuck into the unboxing of the Wheelbase version 2.5. All right, so it is a completely virgin box. I have not opened it previously. I've got no idea exactly what to expect opening it up, but we'll take a look. So it says hello, that's nice. Hello. Realism. Oh. Goodbye toys. So hello realism, goodbye toys. Well, I do have a toy set up at the moment. It's a G27, so this hopefully will be a good upgrade. We'll see whether that statement rings true. So we've got in here a quick start guide. We'll have a quick look at that. See what we got there. So open that up. A bunch of stickers, that's nice. They're nice quality stickers too. Might be able to put them on the simulator cockpit once that arrives in a couple of weeks' time or a week's time. Ah, nice. So, a very easy to understand setup guide there. No doubt will be useful. And some more detailed information there. Now, it's very nice to see that this is all in English. I was a little bit worried that it might all just be in German, but that is fine. So we'll set that stuff aside quickly there. We've got what looks like a cutting template as well. Yep, so we've got a cutting template for mounting the base itself, and then measurements and stuff like that. So this is all very professional. It's definitely not looking like a toy at all, which is great. So we've got another cutting template here as well, depending on how you're wanting to mount it. And obviously we'll cover all the mounting and stuff like that in a later video once I actually get the cockpit to put it all on. And you can see it's really nice thick card as well. So it's nice and easy to sort of cut out, stick it on top and drill through, all that kind of thing. And the little holes there as well are actually punched. So you can just remove them. You can see, I'm not going to do it now, but you can see it kind of, oh, it did fall out. But you can see it kind of just falls out there as well, which is nice and handy. So we'll set that aside as well. The unit itself looks like it's in a nice bag, but we'll quickly grab this. So we've got a power adapter here, and it is a Australian plug on the end, which is nice. We've got what looks like, we'll just tear this bag open. So we've got some screws and rubber washers as well, or rubber O-rings. Not sure exactly what the O-ring's for yet, but I'm sure that I will learn very quickly once I start putting things together. A really, really nice high quality USB cable there, braided, which is nice. So definitely good quality gear here. There's no question about that at all. I'm very impressed with the build quality so far. Some what look like RJ45 connectors, which is obviously the fly leads for the various different components that plug in, and some PS2 connections there as well. So that'll be to run out to various different peripherals. And then we've got our power supply as well. As I mentioned before, it is an Australian plug for me because I'm in Australia, which is great. I was a little bit worried it might be a German plug. So what else have we got here? We've got another thing here, which I assume is the power supply. So open that up. Nice chunky power supply. Unbox that as well. Nice and long. That is a huge brick there. So it is a switch mode, so it handles 100 to 240 volts, which is good. 3 amp max, 24 volt, 7.5 amp output. So it's definitely going to suck some current. Now we're going to take this out of the box now as well. I'll probably switch the camera off while I actually take this out of the box. And then we'll come back and have a look at what's inside the little bag there. All right. Oh wow, that's a really nice looking piece of kit. So unwrap it there. I'm just being really careful because I don't want to damage, this might actually sit it on top of the bag. I don't want to damage my little desk here. But that is a really, really nice, sturdy, high quality piece of kit there. And you can see on the top there, the middle part is actually see-through. So we'll take off that plastic cover there. And you can actually see all the running gear inside there. You can see the belt and the big motor. Very, very cool. And it's not, like it's cool that you can see inside, but it's not like a toy. Whereas the G27 had this horrible sort of Mustang looking car front on it. It just looked like a cheap toy, whereas this is really, really nice. I'm going to just leave that on there for now, just to keep it protected. We've got the front panel as well with all the screws and the start button as well. It's a nice feeling start button too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Cooling fan is in the side there as well. You can see on the back there, it's got the I'll flip it around that way so you can see. It's got the various different ports, so power, data, pedal, shifter, and shifter 1, shifter 2, shifter 1 and shifter 2. So obviously you can have one for a H-pattern shifter, one for a handbrake or something like that, and then obviously the USB connection as well. Now this part here is a really nice rubberized finish as well. It feels really premium and expensive. So It's actually, it feels a lot better quality than I thought it would, to be honest. I'm really impressed with that. So there you have it, just a quick video showing you what comes in the box with your ClubSport version 2.5 wheelbase. So obviously in future videos, we're going to be covering all of this stuff in a lot more detail, all the setup, all the configuration, exactly how everything works once we get it all set up in our rig, which should hopefully be arriving in the next week or so. So fingers crossed for that, but thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video, as well as the notification bell. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.